According to the International Workgroups of Indigenous Affairs, at least 370 million people worldwide are considered indigenous people. Of those 370 million people, about 5,000 groups around the world are considered indigenous. They are located in remote areas of the world. A group that goes by the name of Cultural Survival, who partner with indigenous people, help protect their lands, educate their livelihood with modern resources, as well as fight abuses and exploitation each of these cultures might endure. Reasons why you might find this interesting is because you might agree with Cultural Survival's stance on the issue, and you might also want to help and get involved in the organization. I'm at least credible to share with you, through my research, what Cultural Survival is, as well as what indigenous people are. Today I will share with you three things: the modern world's negative impact that is on indigenous people, as well as Cultural Survival's mission and how you can help Cultural Survival. Also, what the world might look like if we do not help these people known as indigenous people. So, exactly what are the problems surrounding indigenous people? A little bit of background information surrounding the problem. According to culturalsurvival.org, indigenous communities and their environments they maintain are under assault from mining, oil, dam building, as well as logging companies. Indigenous cultures resist these invasions with all the courage and skill that they have, which is very limited. But protests often are ignored by our own government and governments worldwide, as well as these corporations. Some specifics surrounding the issue. Through loss of land, pollution in their environment, exclusion from social and medical provisions, indigenous people have been called the poorest people in the world. According to culturalsurvival.org, indigenous people only consist of about 5% of the world's population. However, yet account for 15% of the world's poverty. Since there is a need to help indigenous people, who is helping and how can you help? Previous action, there was a document that was inducted into the United Nations on September 13th, 2007. The document's name is known as the Adoption of Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People. This was only the first step to helping indigenous people, though this document isn't really making much impact. According to indigenouspeople.nl, the Declaration is a long and complex document consisting of 46 articles. It recognizes the human rights of indigenous people, and that's pretty much about it. Ways that you can help. There are many ways. You can simply donate to Cultural Survival through money and other resources that these cultures might need, such as food and water. Or you can simply make a video, which is highly encouraged by Cultural Survival. The video that they want you to, what information to put into your video, is saying why you support indigenous people, as well as why you support the cause. They will use this video through social media to help spread the word. Other ways you can help is just simply by spreading the news to your family, local communities, and friends. The organization Cultural Survival publishes a magazine known as Cultural Survival Quarterly, which is available on their website, which is updated with the most frequent information. So what will change exactly if we help indigenous people? Preserving culture for future generations. For example, according to ColumbiaReports.co, Colombia reportedly has over 102 different indigenous cultures, which consists of about 1.3 million people. Of those 102 different cultures, 40 different indigenous cultures in Colombia are at risk of population loss and losing their culture altogether. This just shows you one country who is at risk of losing entire groups of cultures and traditions. Another example is, according to the voanews.com, in Vietnam, 90,000 Thai were relocated by a company known as Sung Lao. Sung Lao created a hydropower plant in this region where these Thai were using their farmlands. However, after they were relocated, they were never given farmlands, and this inevitably they lost their way of life. So by helping these native people, we help preserve their livelihoods, and most importantly, keep their cultures. So in conclusion, today I have shared with you a crisis that is taking place, not just here in the United States, but globally, to the people who keep alive our Earth's most important cultures. I shared the modern world's negative impacts on Indigenous people, how you and me can help these people maintain their livelihoods, as well as who else is helping this crisis. So why help Indigenous people? Because we are the ones who are affecting them indirectly, caused by their hardships. Also, they hold culture, true culture, as well as true history. Thank you.